with a global credit card. Think of what good could have been done with all that money, $12.7 trillion, if the U.S. taxpayers had used it instead of for their own personal use. Life equals energy, equals time, equals work, equals money, equals property, equals taxes. The cost of 2 wars. Spending on the Iraq and Afghanistan wars from fiscal 2001 through fiscal 2016. How much do you think the Iraq war cost? How about $805 billion? How about the Afghanistan war? $783 billion. Think some of that money could have gone toward creating jobs? Could have gone toward helping the poor in this country? We need to help our own people. Now that's not the real popular conservative Republican view. But see, I'm not Republican. That's more of the liberal, perhaps, or the leftist view. But, and I'm more of a moderate. I mean, I take the sides sometimes on the left and sometimes on the right. But, you know, you have to be balanced. And now, religious-wise, I'm very conservative, but and economic, when it comes to economics and money. Social issues, I could be more to the left because Jesus says, take care of the poor, the widows, the orphans. But I do think that we should have private or voluntary associations. I don't really think the government should be involved. But the argument is, if people aren't tithing or people are not giving their money to God's kingdom work, then you're going to have the government step in, aren't you? They're going to fill that void. So you can complain all you want, but if you're not giving your money to help these kids, these widows, these orphans, if you're not taking in your elderly mom or dad and you're putting them into the care home for the government to take care of, then what do you expect, people? What do you expect? You're a hypocrite. You know, I took care of my great-grandmother when she was older. I wanted her to die in her own home. But some of my relatives fought me and wanted to keep her in a convalescent hospital. Well, they didn't really ask their mother what she wanted. They did what they wanted or what they thought was best. We eventually did get a lady to take care of my great-grandmother in her own home. I didn't particularly like the lady that much. She smoked and had a foul mouth and was running around with some guy she wasn't married with. And so, but anyway, she was just a lost sinner that needed Jesus. And back then, I talked to her about the Lord, but, you know, when she saw the direction I was going, she didn't want to hear it. So anyway, Oliver Stone says, I guess, Trump leads the U.S. sleepwalking toward a nuclear nightmare. Is that what Oliver Stone really believes? There's an article, I guess you can find that. Well, zerohedge.com news. All right, well, that's it for this edition of Around the World News. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. If you're a first-time viewer, please subscribe to my channel because, you know, I'm going to have a lot of other good videos. This isn't all I talk about, by the way. I've got street preaching videos. I've got videos pertaining to the Christian faith. I'm simply talking about money and finance right now because I believe something significant is going to happen over the next year and a half, okay? I think there is going to be perhaps a worldwide reset. Financial collapse, much worse than 2008. And you know what happened in 2008 when we had the $750 billion bailout, when Paulson got up and spoke to Congress and threatened martial law if we didn't bail out these banks who made these bad loans. But you know what we need to do is not bail out the banks. No. Why should we? Why should we? Are they too big to fail? Who's too big to fail? I'm sorry, folks. That's not free enterprise if they're too big to fail and the government steps in and bails them out. They're not going to bail out the small businesses. No, because the small businesses aren't part of the club. They're not part of the elite billionaire club. You've got to bail out those elite billionaires and their corporations that they run and the banks. This is all wicked hypocrisy. All right? Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Give me a thumbs up like I said. I hope you like this video. Until we meet again, may the Lord richly bless you.